I'm assuming that you're here watching this in the future. So hello, people. I'm playing this
brought
game.
down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, this mutt draft thing, that's what I'm doing.
On play action, now Brady.
Why is this guy so fat? Hold on, who is it? Is that a tight end?
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I don't want a flag. Stop. Wow.
Delay of game, offense.
Hurry up. Yes, I know, Griffin.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. This is Cohen on the toss.
What the frig, bro?
He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious.
That literally went in.
It's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I literally hate this game so bad.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now Griffin on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Trash. So, yeah.
Now it's Griffin. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt blitz Jalen Smith, tough to handle on that.
All right, slow it down, buddy.
Loss of 5. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that
bro, that Davis kid is right over
you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now. Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Hand off to the fullback Burton. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give it to him up the middle, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
4th and goal. Oh, your field goal. Shit.
And McManus able to put it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first.
We're like the Tyreek field goal.
Less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ran away or something.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Freak, I'm going to have to look around.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No flag right now, please. I'm not.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain.
You got this, bro.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Warning. We'll get back in the game.
First half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Oh, you better delete it.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Yeah.
A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the locker room, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Really looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
You saw their PPs.
7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game, 7-3. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
They're going to kneel.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They give to Burton, the fullback, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Griffin caught Right side, Davis. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Griffin. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone. Meanwhile,
on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot up,
sorry if I'm not talking, I just don't want to.
Right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
20.
Missed.
This will not go down. And taking it across midfield.
I want to do that again.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And so room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down, Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final. Big play coming. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Get over here, buddy.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so he'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time able to get 3. Not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Thing when he got spotted?
I like the way you've described it.
Wait,
not
isn't it
ideal,
in the beginning?
They'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. They'll get a couple yards.
I don't suck. I'm literally winning. Look at my team name. Mom.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need
Don't worry,
break
people.
the
I'm
huddle.
not sick.
Come up on
I'm
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I'm not sick. I'm dying.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Who are you to throw like that?
Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh, this kid's stiff.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up the 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right. Snap the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard of a pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
No.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And into the
Alright,
touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keenan Allen, 58 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
They'll show the dance.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely watching the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Griffin. And Davis has it over the middle. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action. Griffin. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple.
No.
Scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Once again, Griffin. And that's off the mark.
Just hit him in the head.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There's Griffin to throw. His throw incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you got.
Oh my gosh, where's his hand?
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't.
Yo, where the heck is his hand, bro? Hold on. Yo, medical center, where's his hand? Dang, bro. This kid just lost his hand.
Get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Oh my.
Yardage here, back at the 47. Well, the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh my gosh, my bottom arrow doesn't work. Darn.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
We'll just want this game to
The
end.
Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Yo, why does he look anorexic?
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. So they want to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That
Those kids are honestly
sets them up
trash.
beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
What the
Now
heck?
Cohen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I think they're going to be deterred by that play right there.
The game end. What the heck? I love this game, bro. Yay. Yay, bro. Don't you just love this game, bro? Oh my gosh. Where are my packs, man? Come on, bro. Where are my packs? I want to open my pack, bro. I want to open my pack, bro. Where the heck are my packs, brother? Boy, I just got... Alright, bye kids. My children, my offspring. Alright, peace.